You ready?
Yep.
You want to take your lead again? Look, I might as well show everybody.
Go. One, two, one. Go. Probably about a 12 foot lead.
All right, yes.
11, 12 foot lead.
And then it's step and a dive, right?
Step and a dive.
Nice. All right, back on first to third, David Glancy. We're running out of season here, so this might be our last first to third of the year.
I'll make it a good one, though.
That's right. Well, we haven't had a chance to catch up with you and let the fans know what the All-Star game was like. So walk us through that weekend.
Yeah, the whole week was, however many days, 4 days we were there. It was great. I mean, obviously the game went great, and that was a fun time. Our Atlantic side won, which is great too. But honestly, outside of the game, making relationships with the guys who, we compete against each other, all year and, the last 2 years, whatever it may be, and to actually get to know them as human beings, and make, friendships out of that was my favorite part. Just spending time with them and getting to know, so many different guys, even, guys who are playing tonight in Quebec, there's a few guys who I make great friendships with. Share great baseball stuff, memories, and going back and forth about our teams playing each other. That was honestly the best part. Like I said, it's great to, be in the game and stuff, but, making those relationships and having those conversations with the guys was my favorite part.
Now, also don't sell yourself short. You were the MVP of the big game. You hit a lot of home runs here. What was different about that one that you got to break it open and then get the win for the Atlantic team?
I just think the circumstance of, it was a tie game, 1-1 All-Star game, and, around the bases, one of my good friends who I train with back home is right there by my home plate, with a smile on his face. So that made me smile, and, I don't know, just great group of guys. And, we've never played on the same team together, and, all come together for one game and just try to play our hardest and compete against another. Obviously, the whole other side has an all-star team as well, who's, a ton of talented players. So I think just the moment of it and, how many talented players are on the field was what made the moment, maybe different than a regular game.
And then, we're getting, like I said, to the end of the season here. Just want to give you an opportunity to talk to the fans. Anything to say to the fans for this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the season hasn't went how we, expected to or whatnot, but, we appreciate them still showing up and, being great to us. And, obviously we want to win in front of them as much as we can, and that's what we plan on doing the rest of the way forward. So, we're going to show up here and give it our all every day, and we want to win for the fans, so we're going to keep trying our best.